And the Texans take possession. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Direct snap this time. Miller. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. She took the words right out of my mouth. And a Wildcat formation here.
Come on, let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now Miller will take the direct snap. Now it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head, might have caused him to drop it.
Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe...
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Let's go. 35.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. The gun, they'll look to throw. He hits the first-year man, Will Fuller. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll stick with the passing. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are in for 6. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break in. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Akeem Hunt, 98 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up the throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go play action here on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Stays on his feet. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to... Bring him to the ground. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Houston. Akeem Hunt, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from him.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from him. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
Well, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
87's mine. I got 87. Single.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Brady going to throw. He's going to let it go again, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. Picked up. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out come the Patriots. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait 20! Check 50! Check 50!
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They try again with Lewis. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Lewis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
20. Let's go.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Second down following the run. Play clock winding down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. First down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. So after the INT, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll run with Lewis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Gun. All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, Detroit! Back nine in that Philly, here we go!
Miller, the lone setback.
All right, here we go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Check 24.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans add on.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
Here's Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And this one through the uprights and good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here.
Single. Check four. Leopard.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Brady now to throw. And right side caught. Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Brady throwing on second down. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
3 down, 3 down. Hurry up, here we go.
And the back goes into motion.
Green, 39. Mike's 54.
Looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they're going to speed things up here. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver, 81 yards. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll stick with the passing game. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Wait, set, wait, 20.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw, it's Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And quickly, they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now out come the Patriots. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And he's loose again. The 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Brady finding time. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.
Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead will grow by one more. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Now Jones. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Well, Charles, Foxborough, never, ever, under any circumstance, an easy place to win. But kudos, hats off, they got it done.
Yeah, and our guy Marvin, our statistician, he slid us the note, 91-16 here at home in the Tom Brady era. That's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
Hard to beat this team. They're not only well coached, not only are they talented, this crowd loves getting behind them.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop